Hello ladies and gentlemen, karibuni sana tena ndani ya Mkenya Marekani. This is a platform where we try and as much as possible to educate and to impact people. We talk about how you can come to the US, how Kenyans here live in the US. And today we'll be educating you on IEBC and how voting registration questions, which are mostly frequently asked. So in my previous video, I've just tackled on how you can register as a voter in diaspora, and more specifically here in the US, okay? There are 3 places where you can register. And so if you're new here, please make sure you subscribe and click that bell so that anytime we bring in new content, you'll be the first one to watch. And let's get informed. I always say I cannot lose a light by lighting your candle, okay? So welcome. If you're new here, please consider subscribing so that we can walk this journey together of informing the world. Yeah, welcome again. There are so many questions that Kenyans in diaspora, most specifically here in the US, ask when it comes to voting. And this year, you'll be able to vote in 2022, and the registration is starting on the 21st. Okay, so please hasten so that you can register and exercise your rights. Okay, so without any further ado, let's hit the road and we go there. Yeah, so I'm on the website of IEBC. Let's just put that as a full screen, and then we head over here. Yeah, so these are some of the most asked questions. I'm here on the website of IEBC. That's cvr.iebc.or.ke. You can be able to see some of those questions. What criteria was used to map registration centers? The Commission has mapped registration based on the following parameters. Presence of Kenyan Commission Embassy, High Commission or Consulate as stipulated in the law. Number of registered citizens with Kenyan Commission in host countries, okay? So political environment in host government, which should be conducive, stable, and predictable. So those are some of the reasons how they came up with the places where they will put the IEBC centers, okay? Yeah, or financial stability to support logistical, operational, and administrative cost of carrying out such an activity. So most asked question number 2 is which voter registration centers were mapped in diaspora? For purposes of 2022 election, the Commission has mapped voters registrations centers in Kenyan embassies and consulate listed below, okay? So we have number 1, we have, let's zoom that in. So we have Uganda, Kampala. So if you're in Uganda, you'll be able to vote. If you're in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam and Arusha, you'll be able to vote. Number 3, if you're in Rwanda, Kigali, you'll be able to vote. If you're in Burundi, Bujumbura, you'll be able to vote. In South Africa, Pretoria, you'll be able to vote. That's the country and city. South Sudan, Juba, you'll be able to vote. And then since we are in the US, this is the place of interest. So number 7, if you're in America, in New York and Los Angeles, so those are the centers that are available, and we'll be able to vote as long as you've registered. And my previous video just talked about how to register, okay? And then number 8, we have the United Kingdom, which is London. So if you're Kenyan in London, just instruct how, depending on your country. I've just talked in regards to the US, because I'm situated in the US. If you're in Arab Emirates, that's Abu Dhabi and Dubai, you also will be able to vote. Qatar, that's Doha, you'll be able to vote. Germany, that's in Berlin city, you'll be able to vote. That's where your center is. All those are centers, okay? And then Canada, Ottawa, Toronto, and Vancouver, those are your centers, okay? So question number 3 is, what are the requirements for registration as a voter? So a Kenyan citizen residing outside Kenya who applies for registration as a voter must have a valid Kenyan passport or Kenyan national identity card for citizen residing within the East African community. Okay, lazima uwe na kitambulisho chako au pasipoti ambayo inakubalika na serikali ya Kenya. Present his or her identification documents to the registration office stationed at designated registration center. So ukabidhi vitambulisho vyako katika vituo ambavyo vimekubalika vya kupigia kura. So and then manually fill the form Form J, being an application form for registration of Kenyan citizen residing outside Kenya upon arrival at the registration center. Okay. So and then allow his or her biometric and biographic data to be taken during registration. Yes, lazima ukubalie wachukue kama ni fingerprints and all that during the registration time. Must be 18 years and above. Lazima ukuwe umehitimu miaka 18 na kuenda juu ili uweze kupiga kura. Those are the requirements to become a voter in the diaspora. Okay, and then question number 4 that is frequently asked is when is a voter registration in diaspora starting? So we are starting to register people on Friday 21st January for 15 days. This exercise will continue for 15 days. Okay, the conduct of exercise is subject to COVID-19 protocols and restriction in host countries. So kila eneo litategemea na vile nchi imeweka maandalizi ya COVID-19 zile steps ambazo zinafuatwa za COVID-19. So and then question number 5 is how will the time zone be managed during voter registration? So voter registration will be conducted during the official working hours for embassies and consulates in host countries. So kama sisi yetu Washington, if you're in Washington, our consulate is in LA. So that's not Pacific Northwest. So they will conduct the activities in Pacific time. That was an example. So you will just check your time zone. That's how they will conduct the exercise. The commission will make arrangements for continued voters registration exercise during the week. Okay. So and then the last one is which elections will voters in diaspora participate in? Kenya citizen registered to vote in diaspora will participate in presidential election and referenda only. You will not vote for your MCA, MP, governor. You will not vote for those. You will only vote for the presidential. So you will only do one vote, which is the final one. Okay. So yeah, hope you guys have some of the questions you've been asking have been answered. Yeah, and this is a platform where we just bring education. Some of the things are available online, but maybe you don't have time to check. So we just bring that information so that you are well informed and well educated. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell so that anytime we'll be bringing any new content, you'll be among the first one to watch, okay? So tafadhali, tujengane, Kenyans in diaspora, let's support one another. And I'm not paid by IEBC to bring this information. Yeah, so cheers as you subscribe and click that bell. And also, if you like, you can support by becoming a member of Mkenya Marekani. So you can consider that as well. May God bless you, and see you in the next video that we'll be doing. As you click the bell, you just get those notifications all the time. So this is how you subscribe. And thank you, and ciao. Kwaheri.